Well, with the legacy, I mean, I guess the main two, of course, there's Ronnie, which without Ronnie was the motivating factor of the entire movie. So she's the one that said, let's do it. And I don't think, if it wasn't for her, I probably would have been sitting on the couch still. Myself and TJ, because we are the Feather Italian Films, and then Jennifer Convery, which is she did a lot of the paperwork and stuff for us, which I hate doing. So that was nice.
Big help.
Oh yeah. But I'd say the biggest help, and if we probably wouldn't be able to do the movie without James Tackett, who was he did everything from run extension cord to play one of the park rangers in the film. There pretty much every shoot, setting up lights, whatever we needed, he was there for. Him and Jeff Mitchell, which Jeff Mitchell he provided the camera for the shoot, and he was there every day. And, yeah, Jeff's a good guy.
Yeah, he's a real good guy.
Yeah, they were big major help on the film.
So what were some of the biggest challenges that you two faced in developing this film?
Lighting.
Yes.
Filming outside in the woods.
Airplanes.
Weather change. Airplanes for sure.
Yeah.
Airplanes about killed us because we were filming right by I guess it was someplace like a UPS or somebody.
Filming the end of summer, beginning of spring, so the leaves are changing.
That reminds me of Intrusion. I'm sorry, because that was one of our biggest things with Katie Stanley. We were filming and we were right by an airport. So Louisville's not that great of a place to have it quiet when you're filming, because there's so many airplanes.
Oh, no. Well, and we thought we had found a great spot. TJ had found us a really good spot. One of his family members, which is out, it's Kentucky. So you either have the city or you have kind of the woods, the countryside. And he found a nice spot. His aunt owned I think it's maybe 2 to 5 acres. Nice little lake.
Nice.
We thought there's no traffic, no big highways around, anything like that. We thought we'd be fine. I think it was about every 5 minutes the plane would fly overhead, so we'd have to stop.
So this was in Louisville, Kentucky, the filming of The Legacy?
Yes. Yeah, it sure was. And if anybody from Louisville listening, it was actually in and around Valley Station, so that's where I grew up, so there's props to you guys. Yes.
Well, yeah, being as that's my hometown, I certainly appreciate it being filmed there, and I like to see a lot more film there. Will we see this in the upcoming film festivals coming up as well?
Upcoming, I'm not sure. I wanted to try to hit the Cinefest, but I don't think the edit's going to be done in time. We're definitely going to put it in Fright Night this year. Actually, our goal this year it's kind of our New Year's resolution is to have 3 feature films done before Fright Night Film Festival of 2009.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot of work. A lot of work.
Oh my gosh, yeah, it's insane. But any film festivals that come up in between here and there, we're definitely going to try to enter it in. So that's definitely something we're looking to do.
Well, you definitely let us know so we can let our listeners know as well. So, can you tell us, how was it, you two, working with Al Snow? And I know, Ronnie, you've already been friends with Al for a while, and he trained you, but how was it working on the set with Al Snow?
Yeah, I guess fun. Yeah, I was going to say, was it different for you, Ron, as working on a film instead of wrestling?
Well, of course, it's definitely different because instead of him directing, you're directing. But he's extremely knowledgeable, of course, of moving and choreography. So he had a lot of input to give during all the fighting and action scenes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he was great at that. Which was actually pretty nice to have him there the day we filmed his scenes, because I ended up we were, as soon as we started filming that out that day, I got tagged with something that I was severely allergic to, and I broke out. I broke out in the hives.
And I made you take Benadryl.
Then he was sleepy.
I didn't stop. I wasn't going to stop, but it seemed like everybody was kind of throwing a fit because it looked like my eyes were getting ready to swell shut with it was a mess.
Wow.
Force Benadryl down my throat. And I don't really remember the rest of the shoot, but I do remember Al being an extremely nice guy. Al
and don't forget Cindy, his wife, Cindy Bobcat.
Yeah, I was going to say Cindy was outstanding. They did the choreography pretty much on their own. I told them kind of what I would like for them to do, and then they worked it out themselves with the other extra actors that they are FBI agents. It was great. They were super nice.
So my next question was, were you ever nervous working and trying to making your directing debut with such a legendary wrestling icon? I guess you kind of were there with all that going on. So having...
Yeah,
go ahead.
I was absolutely a little nervous.
Were you? I couldn't tell at all.
Well, I try not to show it. I wasn't nervous until I started breaking out. And then I was forced Benadryl. Then I was like, oh no, what's going to happen if I go down?
So having worked...
I wasn't going to let you.
Well, appreciate that.
Having worked with people like Al Snow, T.J. Mareshi, Katie Stanley, TNA Knockout Sojourner Bolt, I believe I said that right,
Yes, that's Joseph.
WWE champions Rockstar Ronnie Jonah and Bobcat, not to mention you as well. Did you find it easier working with such experienced, astounding talent than when you began Feathered Films, Italian Films, for acting?
Yeah, well, we've kind of stuck with some of the same people when we started. I mean, naturally, you progress and find people who have done it quite a bit, but we've actually got lucky. Pretty much everybody we've had in our short films up to this feature that have been super talented people, which I don't know. I don't think a lot of people out there get credit here in Louisville or Kentucky in general for just the talent that's out here. I mean, from acting to special effects work to pretty much anything and everything. These people are amazing.
So, Ronnie, this one's for you. For all the diverse opinions of the critics, how do you think they will respond to this film?
I don't know. What do you think the critics would say about this film, Ron?
I don't know what critics would... I don't know. I have no idea.
I think it would depend on which critics you talk to. I mean,
right.
Like...
Let's say the gorehounds. I think the gorehounds are probably going to like it. I watched the trailer, so...
Yeah, I think all the people who like horror and definitely like the slasher B movie.
Right.
It's funny. It keeps you entertained from start to finish, and it's got lots of blood, and it's got boobs, and it's got
brutality.
You gotta have all that.
There's nothing it's really missing.
Blood, gore, yeah.
Yeah, boobs, blood, and brutality is
there you
what
go.
we like to call the keys of a horror film.
Got a good ending?
Yeah, it did. I was kind of surprised because we actually, when we maybe I shouldn't say this, but actually when we had cast everybody in the 2 days after we figured out we were going to make this movie, we didn't even have a script. We just had an idea. We didn't even have the script done, and then we wrote the script, I guess, within a week.
Yeah,
probably not even that.
And changed it ongoing.
Yeah, and it was constantly changing throughout, and then it turned out actually a little bit better than I could have imagined. Especially there were some mishaps with schedules, so we had to do things differently in order to get people in and out. And I think it worked better for the movie, which it's funny how that ends up. But yeah, I definitely think that was all for the best.
Yeah, I think so too. Are there going to be any extras on the DVD, such as commentary or behind the scenes?
Commentary, and we've got a whole couple of scenes, extra scenes, don't we?
Yeah, there's on the DVD there'll be some deleted. Get another phone call. There'll be some deleted scenes. Yeah, there'll be some bloopers. Not as many bloopers as I would have liked.
It's funny because there was a lot of comedy. I guess the camera wasn't on.
Yeah, the camera wasn't on, or they were just that good. There'll be a few things here and there, some interviews with the cast and crew. Now, our next film, I plan on having a lot of DVD extras, so